So here I'm on Canva AI. Make sure that you are invited into the Canva AI as it's not available for everyone yet, but you'll be invited soon. And once you do, you'll see this. And then you'll be taken to this page. You can click on Canva AI on the top like this, or you can also click on this Canva AI on the left hand side to get over to this page. Now, once you're done, click on Code for Me. And as I click on Code for Me, you can see that the recent chats history on the left hand side, it changes. These are the two web apps that I've made with Canva AI, and I'm going to show you how it looks like. These are what you can do with the AI. You can create an interactive flashcard game, a 3D game exploring space, or you can also make an interactive menu for a restaurant. And you can also make different web apps that you can imagine. It's very comparable to Hostinger Horizons. And if you want the full tutorial on Hostinger Horizons, you can check it out at the end of this video. On the right hand side, I've made a full tutorial on Hostinger Horizons as well. Also, if you want a video comparing Hostinger Horizons with this Canva AI web app builder, let me know in the comments and I'm going to make a video out of it. On the left hand side, I've got this Solar System Explorer. So what I did was I clicked on this and it gave me this prompt on the top. You can see this whole prompt here. Just click on this submit button and it's going to start writing the code. Over here, I've got this and the version 1, you can see this. Just look at this, it looks so good. This is the full game that's designed inside Canva. And if you want to add something inside here, you just need to ask the AI to add it, just like you do in the Hostinger Horizons. I can jump to Mars, Moon, Earth, etc. Now let's go back and I've made another one. Interactive barbecue. Let's go here. This is an interactive shopping list builder. So I'm going to show you the first version. This was the prompt in order to create this. This is really nice. To select portion size, I can increase or decrease it. And based on this, the shopping list changes as well. There's an include serving suggestions. I can tick mark it and it's going to give you these options. On the left hand side, you got this whole thing, preparation, cooking time. I can also print the shopping list, print it from here. Then I asked it, add the ability to check off the shopping list items, create a slider for more recipes on top that we can select. And this was the version 2 that it made. And this looks really nice compared to the version 1. This is very advanced. So I can click on these recipes on top, like this one or this one, and it's going to give you the recipe on the bottom with the portion size. I can say 5 servings and it's going to change it over here. Let's say I bought the chicken thighs. I can check this off from my list. And just like that, I can check off all these other ones as well. There's a clear checked and check all from here that you can do. Now, once done, I can use it in a design. So let's say I want to make this into a web app and put my own custom domain on it. I can do that from here. So I can first use it in a design. And when you click on use it in a design, it's going to give you these 3 options, not the website one. So just click on presentation. It's going to take you over here. Then on the page one, right click it, resize page, and you're going to find this option over here, website. Just click on it. Now the second slide is the website slide and the first one is the presentation one. So I'm just going to delete this one. Now this is the website slide and on the top right, you're going to find preview and publish website. I'm going to click on publish website here. This is my temporary URL. I can click on settings, make changes to the title and favicon, also the description, search engine visibility, and a lot more. I can add a navigation menu to it. Now let's go back and publish it. And there you go. Your website is now live. Let's take a look at it. Now let's go back to the Canva design and on the top right, you're going to see share. Click on it and this is the option website. Click on this as well. Now inside the site address URL, I can click on this pencil icon. I can change slug URL of this. If you don't have a domain and you just want to use this subdomain that the Canva has provided, you can just use it, but change the site slug URL. So just make something like shopping list like that and make changes to it and change it. but we are going to add our own custom domain. So I'm going to click on get a new domain. Connect your domain from a third party. Yes, we want to do that. Continue. Now enter your domain name. I'm going to enter in gamerslantern.com. I've got this on Namecheap, so I'm going to show you how to set it up with the Namecheap. Click on continue, and it's going to say this, connect domain manually. We're going to click on review steps. So here it's asking us to add an A record to link your domain to Canva. All right, we're going to copy this name host, go over to Namecheap, and this is the domain that I've added. So let's click on manage on the right hand side. If you've got another domain provider, you just need to go over to the DNS settings of that domain. Now inside here on the top right, you're going to find advanced DNS. Click on it. Scroll down and you're going to find add a new record. Click on it. Add an A record. In the host, I'm going to paste it, this @. Go back here, the value points to. We're going to copy this and paste it in the value field. Click on save changes and done. Now go here, record added. Add an A record to link your subdomain to Canva. This is for www. So just copy it from here. Same thing, A record in the host. We're now going to type in www, points to, take it, paste it, and click on this check mark and done. Go over here, record added. Go over here, record added. Then click on add a txt record to verify domain ownership. So I'm just going to do it again. Here, go to txt record, host @, copy this, points to, paste it in the value field and save changes. Now we have added all three of them. Go over here, record added. I've set up my DNS records. Click on here. Syncing your domain to the internet is going to take in usually about, they usually say 24 to 72 hours for the domain to get propagated, but it usually takes around 5 to 10 minutes. So once you're done, click on start designing, republish, and our website is now live on this domain. Let's copy this, go to a new tab and paste it over here. And there you go, it's done. Now, maybe you're wondering how to remove this page one. I do not want that. So you need to go over to your Canva again, edit design, click on publish site, go to settings, and remove this navigation menu from here. Click on publish site again and republish it. Now there you go. Now that's it. And we no longer see that page one on the top. You've got the web app built and you can click on things inside here. You can share the URL with someone else and they can also see your website. And that's it. That's how to use the Canva AI to build web apps. Did this video help solve your problem? If it did, let me know with a like and comment. Also on the right hand side, you're going to find more Canva related tutorials. So see you there and bye for now.